Fay was born in 1921 in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and that's where Fay became interested in caves and in tree houses. He loved to build tree houses, he loved to visit caves, and the cave and the tree house, as we've discussed, remained important to him throughout his career and in his life. A number of his buildings are either cave-like or treehouse-like or a combination of both. The Applegate house is, as I said earlier, all cave, with some treehouse aspects, right, that you get in the prospect that you have looking out into the landscape. FayJones brings in the curve very rarely. And like Frank Lloyd Wright, who subsequently became Jones's mentor, Fay's work tends to be rectilinear, tends to be angular spaces coming together, layered with complexity in that way. Here, we have these crazy curves, and it really is unique. Fay had some background working with an architect who was extremely experimental. And I think at some point in his career, when he found it appropriate, he was able to exercise that experience and really make the most out of it. When Frank Lloyd Wright used curves, they were very geometrically determined. Okay? They were typically arcs of a circle or compounded arcs of a circle. These aren't there are compounded arcs of a circle, but they're much more freeform. This is way more freeform than anything Wright would have done. He's outdoing Wright here, even. I mean, you can see he makes efforts here and there to point out where there are parts of a circle, because again, this building has to be built. Right, and so you can't just build anything, you have to build it according to the plan. I would say that Fay works very carefully within the vernacular, with local forms, with local materials. Certainly the rock is local, and there's an awful lot of rock in this house. Fay is very much part of the Arkansas landscape in terms of materials. You'll see forms that feel like they emerge from the landscape. We're in a very hilly site, which is kind of unusual for Bentonville. But here we're in these hills, and so we get this house that is curvy and picks up takes some of its cues from the hills. So he's very invested in working with the landscape. Soon it will be 60 years old. It's 50-something now, and it still feels comfortable here. Feels quirky, feels right.